So we made it safe and sound to Bodrum. 34 hours.
So our first night passage, we have never done anything, well, I had never done anything like this before. Tim has on other boats, but not on ours, not as a family. So it was a really good exercise to see how it feels for me and the kids, pretty much, and I guess also for Tim, as to how it works as a family unit. I wasn't really keen on it. I was scared as usual.
Yeah, it's pretty unknown. I mean, we can go sailing on a lovely day like we've got outside here now. It's just a gentle breeze and everything's well, but when you can't see the weather, you can only feel it through the sailing. It's a very different thing, and on top of that, sailing is our navigation, you know, so we had to navigate here around lots of islands and bays and turns, and then on top of that they throw in a whole pile of Greek-Turkish borders, so we had to stay mindful of those. So we had to follow those very carefully. So unlike an ocean passage, yesterday's sail was yeah, we had to be a bit more attentive, and on top of that we had lots of different weather. We had at one stage no wind whatsoever, where we were just actually going around in circles, drifting backwards and forwards, and early on we got 20 knot winds where we actually managed to get about 9.2 knots of boat speed, which was flying. We had everything, but Silka on her watch managed to have a tack and change the sails over without me knowing, so that was good, and I think a bit of confidence maybe.
Yeah, well, that was the thing I was most worried about. While I have been on the helm quite often since we were on the boat, and Tim is always within an arm's reach to ask questions or to do the sails, or I do the sails and Tim is on the helm, so we usually share the job. What scared me most was that he was going to go downstairs and go to sleep, and I'm in sole charge of the boat, which is a pretty big thing because it's a very big boat and there are decisions to be made, and I'm not really a sailor by choice as such. So it was a pretty big thing for me, but on my night watch there was not much wind at all, so we had to actually take the sails in, and then Tim went back to sleep and I felt the breeze come up and I thought, oh, I'm going to try and put the sail out, so I did that by myself, and yeah, it gave me a bit of confidence. And in the afternoon I motored a little bit because we didn't have any wind, and I felt quite confident doing that by myself, just using the navigation and steering. So all in all it was a
it was good. The only thing is
Lucy
had to wait. She had 34 hours without going to the toilet, and
gave her the choice, but she didn't want to use it.
She'd been told on the past she wasn't allowed to wee on the boat, and so she was sticking to that rule, and poor thing, but that was we couldn't do much about it apart from encourage her. And the kids, both of them were helpful, offering to get food and drinks, and Luca had some time on the helm one night, and I think Nina had a little steer, but we'll have to slowly bring them into having little watches. But no, all very good.
I don't know where I'm going yet, but I'm on my way. Just go where the wind will blow me, yeah. Well, I'm on my way, 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 I'm on my way.
Right, what have we got here, Timmy?
Well, I just took the lid off because that looked all nice and tidy, and I wanted to tidy up the handle because it cosmetically didn't look good. But now we have some huge amounts of corrosion with this aluminium and the steel components of the bracket here. I don't know what we're going to do about it.
scraping the rust away.
So it's aluminium as well as rust. So one's aluminium oxide, one's iron oxide. It's all flaking.
So we will see if we find something magic in a...
Well, it's not totally gone, and it's not critical to the action. The actual machine works okay, but this is the...
That looks really bad.
This is the gear shift lever, but this is just the mount. This is just the bracket.
So each time we open something up, there's something else to take care of.
Yeah, Pandora's box.
And I guess it's really like other cruisers say, hey, cruising is like maintaining boats in exotic locations.
That's what it is. I have this scraped down now and the control handle off. Right, I've put on some primer. First of all, I put on this rust kill, which is a coating that actually converts rust to a inert metal, I guess you call it, and it's paintable. So after a good wire brush down and a coating with this, we got a nice inert finish, and it's not too bad. And then I put on a primer over the whole thing, and this is a coat of black. So the whole thing is masked off, and we've given it one coating. And over here I've done the cover, which looks like new, and the handle, which also looks nice. That was all pitted and corroded, so that's looking good too, ready to go back on. And this is the finished and rejuvenated throttle. Virtually every day or every week something fairly significant needs repairing. Not expensive, but yeah, something needs repairing. So the gear shift and throttle, I thought just I'd do some cosmetic maintenance on that, and it turned out that that was very close to being unserviceable, so we think we've salvaged that and made it look good. But another thing I noticed was a rattle on the boom. It made a very horrible screeching sound, and it did slop from side to side. So I thought I'd just take the bolt out and give it a grease, and again, when you investigate, you find the answer. And it turned out that the previous owner had put in a bolt where there was once a pin, and the bolt had, it's a stainless steel bolt, heavy grade stainless steel, and it had threading on it, and the threading is very strong, and it cut through the cast aluminium header on the boom and just scoured it out and made it very loose, and yeah, made a real mess. And so I didn't really know what to do, so I asked the Bavaria internet Facebook group, and a lot of answers came back, but nothing I could really do myself. So we got a contact through a local person, and they're just on their way here now with the finished solution. Basically was to hand make a new pin or bolt with the right size thread, and hand make a nut that goes on it. Now they've been out, this will be their second visit out, and this has been custom built for us. And right about now, and this the bill is a lot, and it's not in our budget, and it's not really put down as maintenance, but it's right now that I want to say really big thank you to our Patreons, because you guys are paying for this job, and we really appreciate it. The boom can probably last, you know, it's probably not a big structural thing that we'd really need to worry about, but I can tell you when we're in big sea and the boat is taking a hammering, you are just thinking of every small item that could break at any moment and what effect it would have on your safety and security. So this one bolt is for us an absolute imperative that it's safe. It holds the whole boom on, and I need it to be there. So thank you, Patreons, for your contributions. You guys are paying for this repair, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate it.
En altta da bunu koyacağız. Yetersiz geldi. Hayır, açıldı biraz. Açıldı mı?
Right, Nina, where are we?
We are in, what's it called?
Bodrum.
Bodrum.
Yes.
And this is the morning after our 34-hour sail from near Gümüşlük. It was overnight and we all did pretty well. And we've just come to check out Bodrum, which is up a little bit north region of Turkey, and behind us we've got a castle and looks pretty beautiful, but it's a Sunday, so we'll go for a walk. Ice cream liquors. What we're doing today, can you remember the place we're going?
Gümüşlük,
Gümüşlük.
I think, or something like that.
16 nautical miles.
Around the corner from Bodrum, just so we can explore a bit more, because it's still a long journey back to Fatih, and I don't think we want to do an overnighter again, do we?
No, no.
If we take it in bigger hops.
I think we'll just take it in. I mean, it's only 110 miles, so that's broken up some reasonably short trips in a few days. But we were going to go at 9 o'clock this morning, but looking around, it's like a mill pond with very little wind. So on the other side we've got Imagine Squared and a newcomer Horizon just there, and that's what the water looks like. So no wind just at the moment, so it's a waiting game.
How many knots do we need?
Knots.
You happy? Just got the spray dodger. Sailing into
So Nina, what's the name of this place that we're at? This
What is it?
Gümüşlük.
Gümüşlük. Yes, we're at Gümüşlük and just waiting out the wind. It's very strong, it's about 30 knots out at sea and it's going to be like that tonight. It's been a pretty rowdy anchorage. So we're just going for a wander before heading back to, all the way back to Ferrier in the next week.
To the long white cloud, all that or stars burning at your